Hey everybody, we're going to be working on finding the greatest common factor of polynomials. Here is a typical problem that you might run into for this homework. So to find the factor of the polynomial using the greatest common factor, you will want to find the greatest common factor of 6x and 10 and factor that out. So what that means you would do is you would find the greatest common factor of 6 and 10 and the greatest common factor of the variables. In this case, there is no variable x with the 10, so we just need to find the greatest common factor of 6 and 10, and that is a number that goes into both 6 and 10, and that, for our purposes, that number is 2. So you pull the 2 out, and then you are left with some terms. And the way that you get those terms is you divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That leaves an x, plus 10 divided by 2 is 5. The answer, 2 times 3x plus 5. For this one here, we have an x term in both terms here. So 12x squared plus 18x. The first thing you want to do is find the greatest common factor of 12 and 18. And 12 and 18 both have a bunch of factors, but you want to find the biggest one. That would be 6. Then you want to find the greatest common factor of x squared and x, and that in this case would be x. So the shortcut is this: you just take the lowest power. That leaves you with, use parentheses, well, you divide 12 by 6, that leaves 2. You took out 1x from these two, that leaves an x, plus 18 divided by 6 is 3. And you took out an x, the answer, 6x, parentheses, 2x plus 3. This one seems to be a little bit more complicated, but it's the same principles. You just have more terms. 6x to the 4th minus 12x to the 3rd plus 18x squared. You want to find the greatest common factor of each one of the numbers. That number is 6. Then you want to find the greatest common factor of each one of the variables, and that would be x to the 2nd, because they each have 2 x's, and you can't take out any more, so 2 is the most you can take from all of them. The final thing that you're left to do is to find out what's left, and again you get this by dividing. 6 divided by 6 is 1. We don't have to write the 1. There were 4 x's here. I'm going to take out 2. That leaves x squared minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. I had 3 x's. I took out 2. That leaves x to the 1st. And then plus 18 divided by 6 is 3. And I took out all of the x's here. The answer, 6x squared times x squared minus 2x plus 3. Finally here, This one looks somewhat different from the other ones. This one will help us later on where we're factoring by grouping. X squared times x minus 3 plus 17 times x minus 3. We want to notice here that both of these terms have an x minus 3 in common. And so we will pull that out just like we pulled out the other ones. So we have x minus 3. We pull out that entire thing, and then what's left? Well, we notice that if I were to take out x minus 3 from this whole thing, that would leave me with x squared. And if I removed x minus 3 from this term, I would be left with a 17. The answer, pretty simply, is x minus 3 times x squared plus 17. I hope it helps.